Okay, since this is the most high-tech beehive ever constructed, I also need to put a screen that goes right in there that can also slide out. So it's gonna kind of sit right here. You know, there's the bottom, and it'll be up about that high and go all the way across. That's actually to catch all the mites that mess up the bees. So here's one of the sides of this screen holder thing, and it's gonna go right in here, and I'll mark it there to cut it. Oh my gosh, this is like the 14th time I've lost my goggles, and I bet they're exactly where they've been all those other 14 times. Yeah. Oh. So here's this frame. It'll have screening stapled on in the middle here, but for the moment I'm not going to worry about that, and I'll just slide it in and make sure it fits. Yep, perfect. Now I'm told, in addition to all these things that go up on top of here that the honeycombs grow off of, it's also good to have a couple blockers. I don't remember what they were supposed to be called. I just call them the wall blockers. So that's what these pieces are for. I'm going to cut them at the right spot on the top here, and then screw them into one of these things and cut it right so it fits, you know, right down like that. And there's a complete wall blocker thingy. Great. Okay, so here's the door again. You can see right in there. And sometimes it's a good idea to be able to block the door off. So I made a piece of wood there. And if you just want to block a part way off and give the bees a little space to get in, then you can just do that. Or you can give them more space, or you can just let them go nuts. So all these go on there, that's what these are, and they fill up the whole thing, and all that's left now is the piece of screening that go on that frame thing in there, right there, and the roof, which is just going to be like piece of wood there, and you know, ends, and that's it. Whoa, yeah, it's a little dusty. But I ran out of wood, so I sent the women out to go get some. Actually, they were just going to do some other stuff, and I asked them quite nicely if they could pick up some more. I almost forgot the windows. 2 windows are going to go on the side of there. One over there and one over there. And I have a piece of plexiglass here, and I scored it down the middle, and with any luck, I'll be able to snap it in half. Alright, I need to score some more. Okay, now I scored the crap out of it. Much better. Okay, so where the windows are going to go, I cut little grooves just the thickness of the plastic with the table saw on really low. And now I'm going to cut out, let's see, I'm going to cut out just inside of that line and take the wood out so that the part where the groove is will be there, and the window will fit right into that. So here's 2 holes started, and now it's jigsaw time. Okay, there's one. Alright, it fits. Those bees better appreciate that. Alright, there's the windows in place. I'll have to silicone around them to make them stay, because right now they're just sitting there. But I also made window covers, just like that. Just cut to fit right in there. And I'll put hinges on it somewhere, and a little latch so you can open them and close them back. So here's my window coverings with the simplest latches in the universe. Ooh, very exciting stuff.
So as you can see, we have the 4th beam started, and Jaimie's building his safety planks.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't fall and plummet to the ground.
Crap, I need another one.
Another what?
Did you just videotape the ground?
No, I videotaped the plummet.
Oh, I thought you were videotaping the ground with all the pistachio shells from what you've been eating.
There are no pistachio shells down here.
There's like a pistachio shell trail following you everywhere you go. I didn't know what.
You stop it!
Well, I just spent the last couple hours way up there, and it's nice to be back on solid ground. And all this rubble and stuff here, old wood, was way up in that corner right there. And it took like half an hour to get that crap unstuck out of there. But anyway, oh yeah. What I'm doing now is cutting the pieces for this section here, and that section up there, and this part right here is going to be open, and that's where the doorway is going to be to get up there. And then hopefully tomorrow I can start putting the real planks all across, since all this stuff up here was just temporary, so you know, I had something to work on. So here's the cutting operation. I think I just have one more board to cut. I think I'm done for the day though. Of course, by done for the day I mean I'll cut that one more board and then go eat. Alright, I have to say one more thing. I got these screws at Ace Hardware, and these are like the worst freaking screws I've ever used in my life. So if you see these, just don't get them. Because I have a lot of arm strength, and so I can push real hard, and I'm pretty good at not, you know, stripping the end of the screw, putting it in. But these things are like square head drive, and like the coating they put on kind of gums up the square head. So you put the thing in, you can only get it in like halfway, sometimes only a quarter, depending on how gummed up it is. And I've just, usually I can get through a whole box of these with stripping no screws, but I've stripped like 20 of them. Anyway, I do know of some really good screws, and hopefully next time I'll use them, I'll show you which ones they are, and you can make sure you get them if you're ever using them. But yeah, stay away from these suckers. They suck something round and in a bag. Okay, so here's the finished beehive thing. And here's where the bees go inside and go do their stuff. And here's all the top loaders, top bars I'm told they're called. And the honeycomb starts on here and grows down in there. And I've just realized I have to put a groove in all these. I didn't do that yet. But that's piece of cake. And if you want to see what's going on inside with the bees, you can pull these off and look inside the window. And then put it back on. And at the other end, here's where you have to pull out the little drawer to clean out the garbage. And this will have a screen on it so that it's actually for like these mites that eat the bees. They can fall through the little screen and get stuck down here, and then you can pull them out and scoop them out. Or something like that. I'll have to get the expert to fill us in. Oh, I just realized I said that was the finished beehive. It doesn't have a roof yet. So I have to do that tomorrow. Okay.